A video of Sidney Biggles-Jones' death has just been leaked to InfoLeaks.
What do you want, Courtney?
Don't you want to know about a copycat killer avenging the sins of Purgatorio?
Wait, you read Purgatorio?
Well, no. Cliff notes. I believe there is a disciple of Rue Morgue. A copycat is promising to finish the punishment of sins of the 7 levels according to Purgatorio. There is a connection to Rue Morgue, the Contrapasso killer.
How are they linked to Rue Morgue?
A lethal combination of sodium thiopentanol, pancreum bromide cidrate, potassium chloride. The same cocktail used on Rue Morgue's execution. Zydrate, the same chemical used to incapacitate you.
What do you want?
Power bestows, absolutely. But he was both the cautionary tale and the poster boy of trappings of power. Abuse allegations followed him, parish to parish, church kept reassigning him. Hide a bishop program. And in his penchant, an insatiable lust for underage girls followed. A Catholic bishop into underage girls, who would have thought? His name was brought up in a prostitution sting, brought up by the parole unit. I divorced him, no spousal privilege, and I was set to testify against him. Our unsub used holy water from the font of Immaculate Heart. 5.6 gallons in 3 hours. He was drowned by the same waters that he preached about. So here's the chaser. He was immobilized with the paralytic Zydrate and finished off with a lethal injection cocktail. The cocktail was used on my ex Carl Greer, on my ex-husband Carl Greer, and Sidney Biggles-Jones. Both Bicks were on the little black book that Rue Morgue used as leverage in her execution. There's 166 more potential victims, but if you're not interested.
The Stubborn, the first terrace of Anti-Purgatory. It is about a climb to teach Dante about lessons in Christian life and purify his sins before continuing his journey to God. Now, it delayed their Christian lives because of their stubbornness to obey God's law. In theory, Carl Greer remained in Anti-Purgatory for a period of time. The time period for stubbornness is 30 times longer than the period in which Carl Greer exhibited stubbornness. Soul's time can be reduced with prayers from Christians in good standing with God and the world of the living. After stubbornness, we move on to the repentant, the second level of Anti-Purgatory. The second level of repentant for kings who were negligible during their reign, who never repented alive.
Like an archbishop or a cardinal, like Carl.
Now, at the completion of Anti-Purgatory, stubbornness and the repentant, an angel of the terrace carved the letter P 7 times on his forehead. Each P representing a sin among the 7 deadly sins: pride, envy, wrath, sloth, greed. greed,
gluttony,
lust. One of the P's will be erased as he progresses through each sin.
Well, who is Virgil? Who is the angel of Terrace?
It's two different entities in Purgatorio. Both are important progressing through sin, continuing on his journey to God. Dante is guided by Virgil, who must go through the angel of the terrors to progress from anti-purgatory to Purgatory Proper.
You are now free to move on to Purgatory Proper and the next Terrence, Pride.
That's the Attorney General's office. Our presence has been requested.
All right, and okay, cut.
Should he be in protective custody, sir?
Would you like to explain to me why Assistant Attorney General Fuchs tried to arrest me and place me in protective custody? The Assistant AG literally, figuratively, tried to arrest the top lawyer in Indiana.
It was just a suggestion, sir.
Suggestion? Okay. Lofty one at that. Effective immediately, I'm resigning from the post of Attorney General. In my absence, Acting Attorney General has some words for you.
Everybody, I want you to remember to live, breathe, and bleed blue. All right, city's family. This family's first. Courtney, I appoint you special prosecutor and am waiving your exclusion. And I appoint special investigator, Billy Soul.
Billy Soul. What? Couldn't cut it in forced retirement? Does this case involve the Jabberwocky? No. Billy Soul is too much of a liability. First, you have the multi-million-dollar civil suit against the state. Second, his fitness for duty.
Billy Soul signed both a waiver and a disclaimer stating that he will not take any legal action against the Office of the Attorney General. Soul's role in this task force is as consultant. And running ops is Adele Burkhart. She is on indefinite loan to us from Taru. The toxicology lab is on standby. We have priority rush on the processing of the exotic drugs, the lethal injection chemicals.
Okay, now that you have your A team, what's your plan?
First, 166 names on the list will be placed in protective custody and safe houses by U.S. Marshals. I want priority and discretion to our brothers in blue.
What about the leaders of the industry? The church. The businessmen and bureaucrats that run this fine city.
Oh, you mean campaign contributors with all that dark money that found its way into your coffers? One more outburst and I will have you removed. You, sir, are lucky to be here. May I continue? It will be fair, balanced, and equal as possible. We will augment marshals from Kentucky, Ohio, and Illinois. We need a sympathetic judge to order an injunction and a gag order on info leaks.
I can use the remaining markers I have. They are very valuable, you know.
I should hope so. Use metro sentencing. Leverage for a lighter sentence.
Who else knows about the names on the list?
Myself, Courtney Krieger, and Adele Burkhart.
Loose lips sink ships. Any chance that Rue Morgue's attorney got a sneak peek at this list?
And if the ship sinks, your name is still on the ship registry along with the rapists, pillagers, and murderers. You need to pray we get it before the press does. Now, Carl Greer's first fatality off the list. Detective Billy Soul believes that what happened...
So, one dead archdiocese and you're already in panic mode?
Co-adjutor bishop. Carl Greer was a co-adjutor bishop. We can wait till there's 4 more bodies, and then we can call a behavioral analysis unit, and we can play whose dick is bigger with the feds. We need to be proactive, not reactive, sir. Whatever happens won't take your name off that list.
So you're basing this off of a classic novel?
Why don't you read Purgatorio and not the Cliff Notes version? You want me to read about your punishment? How you're gonna die?
What's this? Another victim?
Sidney Biggles-Jones, high-ranking member of the church, in bad standing, someone who never repented, someone who suffered violent deaths but managed to repent at the last second.
Okay then, 2.
2 of 166 possible victims. Our unsub has progressed from anti-purgatory to purgatory proper.
What's Purgatory Proper?
The 7 terraces of purgatory. Pride, envy, wrath, sloth, greed, gluttony, lust. Get ready for what's coming next. Pride.
One last question. Once you find the leak, what do you plan to do with those unfortunates on the list?
Same as you. Resignation, forfeiture of all allowances and pay, no retirement, no 401k, no money from lobbyists. I'll ask for leniency and consecutive sentencing in a minimum security prison. But for everyone else, it's KMFDM.
Come again?
Kill the motherfuckers dead, Depeche Mode.